Governor Nixon spent the evening here in Columbia making his case against Senate Bill 509. He and the First Lady were at the Columbia School Administration Building where about 100 people came out. Nixon says the bill would cut education about $223 million over the next 8 years and put a crunch on local districts. The governor was touting his good schools, good jobs plan tonight and making it clear to legislators he wasn't signing Senate Bill 509.
Senate Bill 509 cut taxes on what's called pass-through business income, often reported by wealthy individuals organized as LLCs and corporate partnerships like lawyers and lobbyists.
He says the bill would cut school funding by hundreds of millions of dollars. I asked Columbia Superintendent Chris Belcher what the bill would do to his district. What would this mean for the district locally? How much money are we talking? How much would they have to make up?
Well, as it's phased in, but $200 million a year or so. Over time, that's going to be about $2 million a year that we get decreases instead of increases.
And Mid-Missouri NEA President Susan McClintock tells me teachers and students have taken it on the chin too long. And the bill is wrong for Missouri if it cuts education in any way.
The fact that my governor just stood in front of me and said that he's going to see to it that the formula is funded, our kids deserve this. We deserve this. Public education deserves this. And this bill that would cause us to be in a race with Kansas to the bottom is shame on these people who have voted yes for this.
But outside, the governor was greeted with less supportive constituents. Rachel Payton with Americans for Prosperity tells me they're for tax cuts in Missouri and education doesn't have to be cut.
When we look at cuts to education, they have been coming from the governor, and the threats to cut education have been coming from the governor. And moving forward in the next 5 years, one of his biggest proposals is to expand Medicaid. And where does the money for that come from? It's going to come from education.
Now, Senate Bill 509 is waiting to be either signed or vetoed on the governor's desk. He needs to do that by about May 1st.
Daniel, thank you very much. To override the governor's veto, Republicans would need a 2/3 majority in the House, which would require at least one Democrat to switch over.